Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here. Welcome to Mass Effect 3. I wanted to do a quick Prelude video. It's going to be really short, but just covering off a couple of things before we launch into the series tomorrow. But what I wanted to do is get your opinions on a few things, and that involves DLC, some romance options, etc., etc. So the first thing that I want to point out, though, is that if you didn't see the end of Mass Effect 2, you really should go and see that, because I did lose somebody in the, I think it's called the suicide mission, and that person was Tali. So I know there were a lot of Tali-mancers out there, I think is what you were called. But there's a lot of people that actually supported that and said it would make a really interesting Mass Effect 3 playthrough because it's a character that most people save. So I'm gonna be sticking with that. I'm gonna be sticking with the fact that Tali is dead. I could do a new game or what have you, but I'm gonna bring in my imported save, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. And Tali is gone, so it will make for a different playthrough, but for me that's kind of cool because now it's personal and it's something that we can all share in, and everybody was there when it happened, so it's kind of it's bittersweet for sure. The other thing I need your input on is what order to play the DLCs in. I asked on Twitter, but there's so many different comments in where it should go. I've done a little bit of poking around on the internet, but I haven't gotten any clear, concise answers. So, look, there's going to be a lot of different suggestions, and I'll read through them, and I'll pick the one that I think is going to make the most sense for me, and then that's what we'll go with. But let's go here, and let's do the character import. This is our Mass Effect 2 save, and we are a spacer. Reputation is ruthless, and we are the Vanguard class. So I'm probably going to stick with the same class. Here's a bunch of the options that occurred for us. So we saved the Rachni Queen. We rescued Ashley Williams on Vermeer. We chose to save the Council. We saved Malin's data. We kept Rex alive on Vermeer. Chose to rewrite the Geth Heretics. Destroyed the Collector base. We survived the suicide mission with 11 squad mates. Obviously, Tali did not work out. We romanced Liara before ME2, but we did not romance anybody in Mass Effect 2. So that's not. I gotta get my romance on here, and hopefully Liara can be that person. Let's import Odd Shepherd here. And what I did before is I went and kind of just changed the face a little bit. So I've got this face that I came up with. You know, I look a little bit older. I've aged a little bit. My eyes are greener. I'm not so pale, Casper-like. I think we look much better, and this is going to be a good fit for us. So, in terms of, let's actually go here and let's accept this. Yeah, we are going to go as a Vanguard. So Vanguards are feared for their high-risk, high-reward combat style. Closing quickly on enemies and destroying them at short range with weapons and biotic abilities. They are outfitted with L5N implants, enabling them to perform biotic charge that strikes the opponent with incredible force while bringing the Vanguard in for close range combat. So we have incendiary ammo, cryo ammo, biotic charge, Nova, shockwave, and pull. There's some other ones like Adepts would be really cool, but I like the Vanguard because you get to be kind of the best of both worlds. You get some really great abilities, but you also get to use a lot of weaponry that you find. And it just makes for really flexible approaches. And even just from a pure gameplay perspective, it keeps things exciting. And I'll try to mix it up as much as I can. So, we're going to go with the Vanguard. And this is going to be us. Alliance Headquarters, Active Duty, Reactivation Protocol, Commander Shepard. Odd Shepherd, Spacer, Ruthless, and Vanguard. So, just a reminder, I'm looking for your input on a couple of things. The DLC order, the romance options, I'm pretty sure that Liara will be back, so that's a good sign. And I know some people are probably going to be disappointed about Tali, but this is going to make the playthrough unique, and that's important to me, so we're going to stick with it. But I'm looking forward to it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh! One other thing, and hopefully you guys are still watching. There's somebody was telling me that there are like multiplayer components that you actually have to do in order to advance, like I can't remember what it's called, but assets maybe? Is it assets? You have to do multiplayer stuff in order to further the single player campaign or success level, something like that. If somebody could explain what that is, there would be, I would be open to doing some multiplayer stuff with you guys. That would be super fun. I'm not sure if we should do that all in one go, or we do that kind of gradually. But if you guys can let me know how that works, that would be fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to this. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.